People scratching their head, but this story might top that. The New York Daily News reports that at least one team asked Jones before the draft if he was willing to work out for them as a tight end, since they didn't think he was good enough to play quarterback. Shannon, what? Does this surprise you?
We've seen teams ask guys. We saw Lamar Jackson. They asked Lamar to try at wide receiver. Bill Polian, who's in the Hall of Fame, the great Indianapolis coach and Buffalo Bills, the guy that built those teams, thought Lamar Jackson should be a slot receiver.
He did.
But Lamar Jackson went with the 32nd pick. That's a whole. Trace McSorley is a guy that a lot of teams asked him to try it at DB.
True.
And he's like, nah, I want to try quarterback. He was drafted in the 6th round by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep. I think he's a quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback.
Sure. Yeah.
Skip, for a team to ask a player to try a different position and said player goes as a top 10 pick, the 6th overall pick at the quarterback position, something's off. Either I'm off, that guy's off, or they're just way off the ball and missed on this guy. I've never seen anything that the pendulum swing this much. See, like I said, if Daniel Jones goes as the 17th pick, he goes as the 24th pick. Skip, I mean, people are like, well, I still,
Yep, I agree.
I don't think we would have the questions that we have about him going as the 6th pick in the draft.
We would not.
But this is not a good look for the Giants. Skip, this guy better hit it.
I know.
Dave Gettleman better be right on this one. He better hit this out of the park. Because if he doesn't, he's gone. He's gone.
Dave Gettleman is looking worse and worse by this breaking story.
Yeah.
And I tried to look at the silver lining. Well, at least somebody thought Daniel Jones was athletic enough he could maybe play tight end, right? Because it requires a little athletic ability to be a tight end, right?
It does,
just
yes,
a little
it does.
bit.
A lot of bit. Don't do
Just
that.
a little bit. I don't know, just a little bit.
Don't do that.
I'm going to say this again. I have been covering NFL drafts, and I'm a draft Nick, as you know, since the middle 1970s. Never have I seen a pick come so out of left field, so out of nowhere as this one. Again, I watched this kid, I don't know, 4 or 5 times when he was at Duke last year, just because I do like David Cutcliffe. Not once did I even think of him as a draft pick. I thought, I don't know what I thought, but maybe like a camp arm or, he's a Cutcliffe guy. But again, David Cutcliffe coached Peyton at Tennessee and Eli at Ole Miss.
Right.
But this kid's name is not Daniel Manning. It's Daniel Jones.
Right.
He's perfectly named Daniel Jones, just another Daniel Jones, right?
Maybe he's Archie and Olivia's godson.
Well, I hope so for all their sake. But to your point, you could have sat right there, by all accounts, and taken Josh Allen, if that's who you had on your board, as a potential Pro Bowl edge rusher.
Yes.
And then you wait because, by all accounts, nobody was going to take Daniel Jones before 17.
No.
Then if you'd taken a flyer on Daniel Jones at 17, everybody would say, well, that's kind of crazy, but at least you got Josh Allen, right? But you didn't. You took him first.
Right.
And the guy I feel sorry for is Daniel Jones because he didn't pick himself.
Right. And even if you take him at 17, if Josh Allen is what you think he is, and he turns out at number 6, people will forget you took Daniel Jones at 17.
They would.
But because you flipped it. But here's the thing that cannot happen. Eli Manning cannot keep this kid on the bench. If Eli Manning can keep this kid on the bench, Skip, for 2 years, you wasted it.
Okay, but how can you ask Daniel Jones to live up to the 6th pick in the draft? I just don't think he's got that in him.
Well, he better.
The part you worry
He
about.
better.
Okay, but it's not his fault. He's in the Big Apple now, right? He is under the most scrutiny in the league. He's the most controversial pick in the history of the draft. How would you like to be that kid? And by all accounts, he's a good kid. He's a nice kid.
Hey, bro, look here, man. We don't want to see you throw the ball. We want you to run some routes and push the bag. Can you do that for us?
Yeah, sure.
With the 6th pick in the draft, what do you think? Skip, what do you think that team is thinking?
I don't know.
They're like, the Giants better not be taking who we think they're taking.
I know what Jacksonville is thinking. Thank you, God.
But honestly, the attention alone, can you imagine being this kid? We talk about him every day. I mean, in some capacity, the Giants have come up a ton, and he realizes the expectations.
They better hit it out the park.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is he better be good.
Giants Nation needs him to play next year because they're done with Eli. You're going to throw Daniel Jones into the New York City fire? Really?
Keep thinking of the faces of the fans when the pick
When
was
that pick was made.
Just dumbfounded.
Nobody cheered. And I think
I think he
the NFL asked the fans this year to cheer even if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of people, and everybody would cheer, yeah, we got a good guy. Not with this one. They couldn't even fake it.
No, they couldn't fake it. So to me, I don't know any team who even had him as a first-round pick. I'm not getting any vibrations about that. So in the end, how can you...
Well, we knew for a fact. That's what David Gettleman said. We knew for a fact there were two teams that were selected. But see, this was Skip. That's to make it look good. Because if they don't get him, somebody else is going to get him. Well, let them get him. Yeah. And that when he flames out, he's like, well, Giants did a wise thing. They passed on him.
What was Gettleman's pre-draft quote? If you pick for need, you always get screwed. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I think he picked for need and he got screwed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The New York media is having their way with him, too. The headlines, he's not going to get off easy about this one. Okay, will the Joker lead the Nuggets to a huge win tonight? Skip and Shannon make their picks next.